Well, Hugh, thank you very much for coming in. It's great to have you here, and we're very excited to hear about your amazing new drinks company. So maybe you could just start off by telling us a bit about the story behind where Ugly Drinks came from.
So Ugly is a 100% natural fruit infused sparkling water. It comes in a can, a 330ml can, and we have no sugar, no sweetener, no calories, no artificial ingredients in the drink. Joe, my co-founder, and I had the idea for the business back in 2013 when we recognised an opportunity to create a product that gave consumers choice for something that didn't have those ingredients in.
And you mentioned you had a co-founder. For people sort of starting businesses, have you got any sort of recommendations as to what to look for in a co-founder? Is there sort of like, what is it, a yin and yang thing, or is it a like minds thing? What do you think the importance sort of factors of a good co-founder are?
I think ultimately the most important thing I think is trust. Which is quite a hard thing to know you have in somebody early on. And luckily for Joe and I, we'd worked together for 3.5 years, for almost 4 years by the time we started a business. So I had known what he was like. We were very good friends when we decided to do it. There are ways to date co-founders and things like that, but they say you probably already know that person you might want to start a business with. And I generally believe that. So I think trust and knowing somebody is the most important. But then having skill sets that probably complement each other makes sense, so that you're not treading on each other's toes, but you're also doubling your spread of where your work goes. So,
and what was your channel? You raised money. What was your sort of channel of raising that money? Was it angels? Was it sort of VC? Was it sort of crowdfunding? Our first round was actually a family and friends round. I think it's almost 14 people involved in the end, and it's a whole wide range of network of people. And on the family and friends thing, I imagine it's a bit like the public declaration of we're getting married, we're starting a business, support us. Do you feel a sort of weight of responsibility to your friends and family that we've got to deliver, they've put some money into us?
It's a combination of, you have an emotional attachment, but also when it is hard and you're like, well, we've been supported here by people that genuinely want us to do well, and it does motivate you as well. So it's a double-edged sword, but I generally think it's been a good thing, and they've been very supportive even when we had problems as well. So
What I'd love to hear from you is words of advice you'd give to people starting a business. What other sort of nuggets of advice would you give to people who are looking to enter the journey, not maybe of food, but also of other startup areas?
There's a couple that we reflect on. What would we do again if we did differently, or what are the bits that we distill out? I think one of the first ones is asking questions when you're early on in the startup process, not only of people who've been there and done it, because I've always found they're very helpful, but you can ask a lot more questions than you think you can. You shouldn't be worried about it. So anybody who's looking to start up should just keep asking them, particularly from a food and drink point of view, finding manufacturers, or that every time you talk to one and they say, no, we can't make this, then maybe ask them, would you know anyone who can? And that question can unlock a lot of opportunities. Probably alongside that, I'd say just being patient and working hard and trying to do things without spending much money at all. A big learnings for us, we maybe rushed into it with a bit of excitement that you'd expect from starting your first business, but really you just need to test things, make sure they work. You can always spend it another time, but the slower you spend it and the more you learn will always stand you in good stead, I think.